Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Routledge History of Literature in English, part 36. So let's dive in the world of literature. Today we will be covering Victorian thought and Victorian novels. And the writer Walter Bagehot was left from the previous portion, so we will be starting with him. The influence of Darwin was immediate, partly because his ideas had been circulating for so many years. Walter Bagehot's The English Constitution in 1867 and his another work Physics and Politics in 1872 are determinedly post-Darwinian in their thinking. The latter volume was described as an attempt to apply the principles of natural selection and inheritance to political society. Harrison Ainsworth was the biggest selling historical novelist after Sir Walter Scott. By 1841, he was second only to Dickens in fame and income as a writer. His subjects are often figures who are partly historical and partly mythical. Dick Turpin in Rockwood 1834, then Guy Fawkes in 1841 and Jack Sheppard in 1839. Later, Ainsworth used places with historical associations as his background. The Tower of London, Old St. Paul's, and Windsor Castle give their names to three of Ainsworth's novels of the 1840. Later still, The Lancashire Witches in 1848 took a well-known and much mythologized series of events as the basis for a popular novel. Ainsworth and Edward Bulwer Lytton tapped into the Victorian interest in crime and criminal fictional subjects, which was also to be a major part of Dickens' writings and would later develop into a distinct genre. Lytton's Eugene Aram in 1832 uses the name of a real criminal to give us one of the earliest of the century's Newgate novels, carrying on the tradition of such novels as Moll Flanders more than 100 years before. Lytton's Lucretia in 1846 used the real-life case of the murderer Thomas Wayne Wright, a well-known artist and associate of literary figures in one of the first novels, which tries to examine the psychology of the criminal mind. Charles Reade became known as a reforming novelist for his novels about prison life and the treatment of criminals. By the mid 1850s, Bulwer Lytton were as popular as Dickens and were considered among the major writers of the age. Reade's successful novels included Christy Johnson in 1853 and It Is Never Too Late to Mend in 1856. Reade was one of the most successful theatre managers and playwrights of his time, and many of his works appeared as plays as well as novels. His best known novel was The Cloister and the Hearth in 1861. In 1866, Griffith Gaunt caused considerable controversy for its outspoken treatment of sexual themes. If you have any doubts or query, you can ask me in the comment section below, or you can even message me in the social media IDs that are given below in the description box. And do share the video to all those who wants to be the part of this literary journey. Do prepare well as exam is very near. So that's all for today's video. Thank you and signing out.